Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So the UK conducted a very interesting experiment. This is the largest of its kind, and it was a huge success. 3,000 employees worked 4 days a week for a 6-month period. The results were absolutely astounding. In fact, of the 61 companies that took part in this trial, 56 said that they plan to continue 4-day work weeks in some way, shape, or form. They're going to continue doing it. So almost 100%. Only 3 companies said that they were returning to a 5-day work week. As for the employees, when they were asked how much money it would take to get them to go back to working 5 days a week, about 1/3 of them said their employer would have to pay them between 26 to 50% more to get them to buy in. 8% said it would require a 50% or more pay increase. And 15% of them said no amount of money. I would never go back to working 5 days a week. I would just find another job. So this study followed a smaller pilot that tracked 30 companies that had approximately a total of, combined of 1,000 employees. It also had similar results. Actually, in the smaller study, all of the employers said that they would be sticking with the 4-day work week. And here's why these studies were such a success. The employees reported myriad benefits, of course, better sleep, reduced stress levels, improved personal lives, mental health, what you would expect. They said that they were, quote, less likely to report that they felt they did not have enough time in the week to take care of their children, grandchildren, or older people in their lives. And the amount of time that the men had to help in raising their children increased by more than double compared to female participants. So the men were much more active in their children's lives. But there were also many benefits to the employers. Employers reported fewer resignations, reduced absenteeism, and this was the most interesting part. On average, when compared to a similar period of time from a previous year or previous years, I should say, their revenue increased. It rose by an average of 35%. Probably because a well-rested, happy employee is a productive employee. So if we want to strengthen the family unit, if we want to improve our society, if we want to improve businesses even, it sounds like, we have to start thinking out of the box. We have to start making shifts in our mindset to embrace ideas like this. The world has changed tremendously in the last few decades. We can't just keep going with the status quo. It doesn't work anymore, clearly. 50 years ago, let's say, there were far more good paying jobs close to home. Now we have all these monopolies, all these industry giants like Amazon and other companies. And because wages don't go as far as they used to, people often have to commute long distances to get a job that allows them to cover their expenses. And stress levels are much higher. And people are working far more than 40 hours a week now. 50 years ago, you weren't connected at all times. Email, cell phones, computers, they didn't exist. You weren't expected to respond and take care of work issues outside of your typical 9-to-5 business day. And incomes were more in line with the cost of homes and other expenses. So a family could not only survive on one income, but they could live comfortably. And they could afford a vacation even now and then. Not the case anymore. So anyway, some lawmakers in the US are promoting new ideas like this. There's a California Democrat named Mark Takano. He introduced a bill to try to reduce the state's hours, California hours for employees from 40 hours a week to 32 hours a week. Unfortunately, it hasn't received much support. So, I think if they were to look at the bigger picture, if they were to look at studies like this, it's very much like universal basic income. If people haven't studied it, they just don't know what they're talking about. They don't understand how it benefits people and how it, in turn, can benefit society as a whole and even businesses. So anyway, guys, I just thought that was really interesting. Wanted to share it. I think it's an idea worthy of discussion and something that we should consider. So not that I would do it. I'm still 7 days a week. So anyway, but I love it. I enjoy it. Love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, share it, subscribe. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon.